Hi, this is Uzma. Welcome to Thessaloniki. I'm in Greece for the Thalassaemia International Conference. Surprise! I'm no longer in Thessaloniki. But last November, I traveled there for the conference of the Thalassaemia International Foundation. I'd been wanting to attend a conference like this for years. I was lucky to have been invited, and I want to give a big thanks to the Thalassaemia Foundation of Canada. The conference was a whirlwind. It was exhausting and thrilling. I met a lot of people, and while many of their stories gave me hope, some were also sobering. They reminded me that despite dealing with a chronic illness, I'm also very lucky. But let me put a pin in that, and I'll come back to it in a minute. It was wonderful having the opportunity to attend the conference while enjoying the beauty of this gorgeous city. Jim and I took long walks, went to museums, admired archaeological sites, and soaked up the vibrant city life. We spent many evenings watching the gorgeous sunsets, reflecting on the Aegean Sea from the waterfront. Jim and I made some amazing connections with the people at the conference. We met Dr. John Wood, whose cardiac study I had participated in about 10 years ago, and we spoke about the importance of standardizing the use of the T2-star MRI across all centers. We met Dr. Fernando Trichta, a scientist and hematologist who was instrumental in getting deferriprone to patients. And as you know, this drug changed my life. I also spoke to Dr. John Porter about what's new and exciting in thalassemia research and genetics. We were able to talk to some patients too. I spoke to Stella, an ESL teacher and patient representative. I was inspired by her passion and zeal for living a good and full life. I also spoke to Laurice, who works as a medical consultant, and I was inspired by her activism and her advocacy for thal patients. I could have talked to these two for hours. While being at the conference was exhilarating, it was also sobering. I learned that I take access to my thalassemia treatment for granted. At the conference, I met patients who don't have specialists or access to regular transfusions or chelation therapy. There were patients there who were desperate for answers, who are being deprived of even the most basic necessary things. I also met patients, even from the United States, who lived with the financial burden of having to pay for their own life-saving treatments. Some even said that having to pay for their treatments and medical insurance was even more stressful than dealing with the thalassemia itself. It meant so much to me to meet people who understand firsthand what we have to go through and to be inspired by their resiliency. It really struck me that the people surrounding me at this conference had been through so much, and yet they were unstoppable. They still somehow managed to fly across the world just to be here at this conference, to learn, to exchange, and to party. I'm so grateful to the Thalassaemia Foundation of Canada for giving me this chance. In upcoming videos, I'll be showing you the highlights of the interviews I did with Drs. Wood, Porter, and Trichta, as well as with Stella and Laurice. So stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe.